Have you ever wanted to document your Power Platform solutions quickly and easily? Well, today I'm going to show you how with an extension that I have written for Azure DevOps that allows you to take your Power Platform solutions, run them into your source control, and to produce clear, accurate documentation on what you have built. I'm Tech Tweedy. Let's get started. Here I'll just share my screen, and as you can see, I'm on a website called mytora.io. Now this is a website that I use to release all of my tools onto. I have currently 16 tools available on here, and they range from pipeline tools to Power Automate connectors to Power Automate templates and PCFs, and I've got some developer scripts as well. So if we just click on pipeline tools, see I've got a couple down here, and the one which we're going to be looking at today is the one called Power Platform Documentation Extension. So if we open up this documentation extension, we can see that we have a couple of features in here. They allow us to do things like generate the table relationships, generate the entity relationship diagram, produce documentation based on the option sets, create the roles documentation, and then finally we've got workflow documentation generation. Now this one's in preview at the moment, but it's coming out okay at the moment. I'd quite like everyone to have a look at it and to see if it works quite well. I also have a solution manifest documentation generator. So shall we get started and let's see what we can create. So in order to install this extension, go right to the top here and we click on this one here that says Marketplace. Now from here we can click on Get It for Free. And what this will do is this will load up a list of your DevOps organizations which are available to you. So today I'm just going to click on Tech Tweedy. Now that's the name of my DevOps organization. And then I'm just going to put Now, I'm showing you this way because I'm assuming you may not be an administrator of your organization. So if you just press on request, and then you can view the progress of your request. That will go to your admin. So if I copy this over and I open up another URL, and you can see here we've got this extension that's been requested. So if I just click on approve, it's going to install this for me now. And then I'm going to proceed to the organization. So now that it's been approved, let's go in and take a look. So if I click on my pipelines, you can see I've got quite a few pipelines here that I've built over time. And the one we're going to look at today, we're going to find one which sits in my backup repository. What we're going to do is we're going to grab my backup pipeline. Now this pipeline is just exporting out a solution and saving it into a repository. So it's an ideal one to use. As you can see, I switched the cron off on this, but it's just a demo, so that's fine. It's an ideal one to use to show you the documentation being generated. So we've got here is we're exporting the solution out already and we're unpacking it. Ideal. That's what we need. We need to know the solution unpack location. So let's add a little section in here and we're going to call it documentation. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add in roles generator. Now we're at table documentation. What I'm going to do is in here, I'm going to put hold and hold. And we're going to select that we want it to be in a single output file. And it's pop that in there. Now, I'm just going to grab the location of my current output folder. And I'm going to put that as my location of my unpack solution. And then I'm going to paste it again, but this time I'm going to just change the end. I'm going to call it wiki. Now let me save that. And then if I run this pipeline, so as we can see, this pipeline job has run. So let's have a look and see what it's created for us. So we have created a new wiki folder, and inside of there we've got solutions, and inside there we've got the name of our solution. So this one's called Model Driven App Help Page. So if we click on it, we can see we've got table columns. Now this doesn't contain any table columns currently. So let's go and have a look at our solution. And we click on our Model Driven App Help page. And as we can see, we've got one table in here, but we haven't actually added any columns to it. So let's add a column. Called test1. So I've added two columns now. I've added test1, which doesn't have a description, and I've added test2, which does have a description. So let's run our pipeline again and let's see what it produces. Okay, so we've run that pipeline again. So let's see what we got this time. We should see some documentation that shows our two columns, which are now inside our solution. So as we come in here, we can see it shows us the name, the type of the column, and it gives us the description. Now this doesn't look very pretty, but it's known as Markdown. Now I'll show you how we can use this and publish it up to our wiki in a future video. But for now, if we just click on preview, we can see it produces quite a nice table for us. So there you have it, a very quick demonstration on how you can install my Power Platform documentation extension, which will document out your solutions for you. If you want to install it, please click on the link below and you'll be able to download it and install it into your environment. There will be some more videos coming out shortly on how to use it. Until next time, stay safe.